So continuing on here in the registration details tab, we just talked about projected campers. We're going to move on to these boxes over here: registration data prompts, upgrade options, discount codes, lodging options, and signature documents or files. Starting with the registration data prompts, this is information that you are going to collect from the camper, from the person signing up for camp. That does not require a payment attached to it. So suppose you give out a t-shirt to every camper who comes to camp, but you just really need to know what size t-shirt they wear. This would be a perfect opportunity for you to enter a data prompt. And I'll show you that right here. We're just going to click add. What will the prompt be? This needs to be in the form of a question. So depending on how many options you're going to give, you may change your question a little bit to make it fit. But I'm just going to say, what size t-shirt do you wear? Or you could say, what size t-shirt should we order for you? Like that, whichever way you think is best. Short text is going to define the way it shows up in grids when you're looking at their answers. It's just you don't want to see this whole long question in your grid. You want to see a short question or a short prompt. And I'm just going to write t-shirt. So when I look at it in a grid, it's going to say t-shirt, colon, and then it's going to say whatever the answer that they chose is. So maybe small or medium. And the prompt is going to be per individual. You could also do a data prompt per group. Suppose you had paintball available by group instead of by individual, then there would be one prompt per group that signs up for whether they would like to attend paintball as a group or not. If you want them to be able to type in their own answer, then you can allow other answers. And if you want to require that they give an answer, you need to check require an answer. I'm going to require an answer, but I'm not going to let them put in their own answers. I'm going to click add, and I'm just going to type in right here the answers that I want to give them. So I'm going to say small for one of them. Let me move this up a little bit. Add. So I have small, medium, large, extra large will be the options that I give. Maybe I want to retype that. There we go. X large, like that. I can resize this grid if I need to, resize the form a little bit to get a little bit different size. Having a little bit of trouble with the actual grid here. Let's see. There we go. Just like that. And then I can see exactly what I'm looking at there. Small, medium, large, X large. And by the way, when I submit this, let me submit it. It's going to show my answer. The next time I go to add, it will remember the size that I set that to for next time. But here I see I'm going to prompt them what size t-shirt should we order for you. The short text is t-shirt. The prompt is per individual. Here are the options, and I'm going to require an answer, and I won't allow them to enter their own information. And we'll see where this pops up when we start registering people for camps. Upgrade options is very similar to data prompts, except for this is we're going to require an amount, a payment, to be tied to this. And you can imagine any kind of upgrade you might have. It might be an event upgrade or a cabin upgrade. In fact, cabin upgrades can be done either here or in lodging options, either one. So for upgrade options, I'm going to click add, and I'm going to prompt. Again, this needs to be in the form of a question. So I'm going to ask the question, would you like to take a 1-hour ride on a horse? So it's the form of a question. The short text will be horse ride. The fee is per individual. And then I want to go ahead and also readjust this a little bit, and I want to add my answers. There's only going to be 2 answers on this. There's going to be yes, and that needs to have a budget associated with it. Again, you can enter your budgets in the setup area. Maybe you would have a budget that is for events, or a budget that is for activities inside of an event. I'm just going to use my test budget. How much is it going to cost if they say yes? Maybe it's $20 to ride a horse for an hour. The description, this is the description they're going to see in their receipt after they pay it. So I'm just going to call it trail ride activity, or maybe you could call it horse ride activity. Whatever makes sense. This is going to be, again, it's going to be in their receipt. That's what they're going to see for the description of the fee. And you need to enter here whether, I'll expand that a little bit, whether it's non-refundable and whether they need to pay right away when they sign up. For me, on my camp, I'm going to say it is refundable. If they pay for this activity and then they get here and they say they don't want to do it, then I could refund this money. And I'm going to say no, I won't require immediate payment, that they could sign up for it and then pay later. But I have a yes option. It would be awful if they go to sign up and I ask this question and they only have the option of yes. So I also need to add no. And I need to put a budget on this. Even though the amount's going to be 0, I need to fill it out as if there's going to be an actual amount here. So I'm going to say no horse ride activity and leave it just like that. So the fee will be $0 if they choose no. It's set up this way so that you can ask a question that's more than yes or no. You can ask a question that is, you know, what length of ride would you like to take on a horse? And you can put in 3 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, or 0. And you can put in more than just one answer there. So I've set this up. I'm going to hit submit. So they're going to get an upgrade option per individual. They're going to have the option of saying no or yes to would you like to take a 1 hour ride on a horse. Discount codes aren't working yet. I'll update a video when discount codes are working, but eventually what they'll allow you to do is you can put a code in here, and that'll, when they enter that code at checkout, they'll get a certain amount as a discount. And you'll be able to put certain things on those discounts, certain limitations like how many people can take that particular discount or when the discount will be no longer available. For instance, if you wanted to do an early registration discount, that sort of thing. Not done yet, but we're getting there. Lodging options. This is going to be very similar to your upgrade options, except for they're specifically limited to lodgings. I'll show you how they work, but I'm not going to add any for this camp. But when you do add them, you have all of your lodgings over here on the left. You have all of your lodging types over here as well. And all you have to do if you want to add one over here is you just type in what you want it to be. You can be as specific or generic as you want. So you could, for type, you could say that this is cabin B1. So they could choose cabin B1 as their lodging. Or you could be generic, like cabin with bathroom. Okay? And then when they go through, they'll get the option of saying, yes, I want to choose cabin with bathroom. And then you're able to put how many people can choose a cabin with a bathroom, how many groups can choose a cabin with a bathroom, a URL so that they know what a cabin with a bathroom looks like, and the description so that they get a little quick description there. Whether normal attenders or sponsors or counselors are able to be in this cabin with bathroom. Normal attenders would probably, you'd usually consider that to be a camper. And then down here you can choose the amenity options that are along with that, which you could just click on your amenities, and if you have amenities that you've entered in the setup area, you could just drag them in, or you could add manually what that option would be. This allows them just to choose what cabin they would like to be in when they sign up. Again, this could be done from here, from the lodging options, or it could be done from the upgrade options, depending really on how complicated you wanted to get. If it's really simple, something like, would you like a cabin with a bathroom, yes or no, I would put it here in upgrade options. But if it's more complex, and it really deals with the amenity options and whether they want to choose cabin B1 and that should have linens with it or not, that gets more complex. You should put that down here in lodging options. And I'll get more specific on this in another video. Down here, these signature files, this is another area that I'll go over in another video, but this allows you to put a document in the database that they will actually be able to sign. They'll just draw their signature right on the screen. It'll be signed and stored straight into Scout. So you won't have to actually send them a document or have them sign a physical document. They can do it right here on Scout. Or when they arrive, you can just open up Scout and have them sign it right there as well, like if you have a tablet available. That's the registration details tab in 2 sections. We're going to move on from this video to work our way across these tabs, and you'll be able to see how to add campers and those sort of things in the upcoming videos. Thank you very much.